All right, everyone, this is Romeo. Romeo, tell them what you do, tell them how much you make per month, and tell them who you help.
What's up? I'm Romeo. Me and my partner basically work with people and help them better their financial situation. Currently, last month we made just under 300K.
And how much were you guys doing exactly a year ago today?
Exactly a year ago, we just collected like 15K.
And I want to make this very clear that 290K was not pure profit for Romeo. Romeo, how much did you make take home last month?
Last month, I took about 44K, I think it was.
And exactly a year ago today, how much were you making in profit?
Before that, I was making $75 an hour.
Which was really only $75 a month.
Oh, a month. Yeah. My bad.
But yeah, so when you and your partner were stuck at that 15K and you were making $75 a month, describe how your life was and just like, what your emotions were, how frustrated you were.
I mean, I was just kind of at a point where I'd seen all of these other people online successful with online money, and I knew it was possible because I was seeing them, but I wasn't able to get that for myself. And so I pretty much was like, okay, like I'm basically ready to do whatever it takes to be able to get and see that success. And so that's when I kind of sought out looking for a mentor.
And like you said, you saw that other people were doing things, right? And you knew that you had the capability of doing that. Was that one of the most frustrating parts, seeing that like, it's possible, but you're not there yet?
Yes, but like I also had like patience because I knew like it would come to me when it was ready to come to me. But also it was like I was getting a little not like fed up, but I was like, damn, like when is it my turn type shit because I'd been like doing business for like almost like 2 or 3 years at that point and was making 75 an hour just working like 40 hours or 75 a month. I don't know why I keep saying an hour, but 75 a month working like hella hours for basically nothing. I knew that there was more that I could be doing, and I knew that that was possible, and so that's what I just started trying to figure out how to do it as quickly as possible.
Something very big here. Romeo is super hard worker. Like he's one of the hardest workers I know, and that's why he's in the position I am. Yes, I've given him the tools to get to where he's at, but if it wasn't for your work ethic, you wouldn't be where you are. So that's the first thing, because I've told you this a million times, your work ethic is insane. If you keep on doing what you're doing, mil per month within the next year, which is crazy to say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then describe kind of your life, like when you were making that $75 a month, when you guys were doing 15K per month.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was doing all of that, and then I was also working 9 to 5, and so like I had income coming in, but it wasn't really enough because I had to start taking care of my mom as well, and my income was enough to take care of me, but not really for the both of us, and
Mm-hmm.
that was also something that kind of made me kick it into high gear as well because I was not trying to be broke. Like I don't want to be broke. Like I want to be able to live my life and also take care of my mom's as well. And I knew that like the 9 to 5 wasn't gonna do that, and 75 a month wasn't gonna do that. And so yeah, that's kind of where I was at that point. Yeah, I was just working pretty much all the time. Like after my 9 to 5, I'd be doing my 75 a month work, which was just like literally low key slavery at that point. Like the work I was doing, like I'd honestly would have felt more respected if I was getting just like nothing for it and it was like more so
Yeah.
for the internship. But that's kind of where I was. So yeah, I was just kind of tired.
So kind of bring everyone through the process of, when we first spoke, like what made you actually invest into working with me? Like what was that deciding factor for you?
I honestly wanted someone that didn't have like too many followers and wasn't so well known and wasn't honestly like just like a basic average guru because I feel like it's hard to actually be one on one when you have like 1,000 plus students. Like it's just hard to do that. And so that's what I wanted, and I wanted it to be with someone who like was directly having that success that I wanted.
Hmm.
So that's what I look for. That's what I kind of found. But when I did find you, like I saw the results, and like honestly, I saw the results and I was like, you know what, just why not?
So, but right before investing with me, what emotions were you feeling? Like, were you excited? Were you scared?
I honestly had no fear. Like I was honestly like, because I was actively looking for a mentor, and so
Mm-hmm.
like you were the first that came up, and it sounded good, and I was like, why wait? I have the money for it. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. This is what I know that I need. And so, yeah, I wasn't like scared or nervous or like anything like because
Yeah.
had already invested thousands before. So like
Mm-hmm.
and like I had like I wasn't actually like broke, but like I could afford it, and so it wasn't like nervous for me, and I knew that I was gonna get results from it. I don't know why, but I just felt so confident that I was gonna get results, and obviously, like I have.
I'm going to take a quick intermission here. That's like how well the funnel that I implement for all my clients works. I mean, you and your partner have faced this. Prospects are not supposed to show up to call super skeptical. You want them to show up to the call ready to buy. Like you don't want your closer to have a 5% close rate on complete cold traffic that you like
Right.
have a negative 10 ROAS on, right? So that's how most people run it. Obviously, you've got amazing results through doing the opposite. If anyone wants to work with me, I'll bring you there too. But in no way am I guaranteeing you 290K a month because that is not FTC compliant. And then what changes did you actually make? Like, when we were brainstorming how to scale up, what changes do we make to go from 15K to $290,000 per month?
Yeah, so at the start we were doing like just like a lot of short form content leading to a DM funnel, but then we basically switched to a long form content or a long form content leading to a long form funnel,
Yeah.
and that's where we were able to really see like the growth and the really exponential growth, honestly.
What platform were you running that organic on?
We were running it on Twitter and IG.
Twitter. The
Yeah.
best place to nurture prospects. Twitter. Why do you think you scaled from 15K to 290K with that one switch? Like, why do you think that one switch made that much of a difference?
Because long form content is going to help warm up that lead and that prospect much better, much and give them much more value than a 15 or 30 second or even 1 minute short form content will. If they're able to watch, hours of your content, it's going to make it a lot better for your closer. It's going to make it easy for your closer, and it's going to warm them up and obviously make them know like and trust you and feel comfortable and ready to buy from you.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you have the numbers. Where did you guys first break through? Like 80K, right?
I'd say like our first breakthrough was January because
Mm,
in December we had a slower month, and then in January we doubled that, and
yeah.
then in February I think we kind of doubled that.
Sorry, do you remember what you did in revenue in January, or sorry, in December, January, and February? And then we'll skip along to like May or June.
In December we did like 25K,
Mm,
January we did 50K, and then what's it called? February we did I think it's like 70 or no. I think it was like 62K or something like that.
got
And
it.
then March we did 87, I think. And then April was when we hit our first 100K. I think we did 104. And then May we did 97. And then June we did, I think it was like 10 like 7 or something like that. And then July we did, I think we did like around or no. July we did 78K. That's what happened. July we did
Yeah,
78K and we dropped. And then August we did 252K. And then September we did 300K. So
yeah. And then did you guys, because I know you did 290K, you sent me that screenshot. Did you guys end up closing another high ticket deal or is it stuck at 290?
no, I think well we had like a couple other like retainer or like recurring come in,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think I ended at like 293 or something like that.
I mean, like I said, I don't see any reason why you can't get to a mil per month, which is, like I said, crazy.
Yeah.
Because most people take like 10 years to get there, and you guys are, within a year you went from 15 to 290K. I don't see why in another year you can't go to a mil per month. And the crazy part is, I'm confident it's going to happen for you. I actually know it's going to happen. Like for a
Yeah.
fact, within the next year, you guys will be at a mil per month. And then describe your life now.
Right now, I mean, it's completely different, obviously, because I have now with that money that I'm making, I have that freedom. And so we were actually talking about this, but I'm honestly still kind of getting used to that freedom because I'd spent so long working a 9 to 5 and like being tied to a desk that I only had the weekends to like vacation, or like I could just go up and literally go anywhere I wanted whenever I wanted. And so recently like I've been able to kind of like start experiencing that more. I've been able to just like travel. I'm going to LA this month. Like I went to New York last month for pretty much a whole month, and it's it's nice the freedom that I have, but it's also much it's really nice to be able to like pay for my family and take care of my family, my mom, like I already told you, but she got in a car crash and her car got completely totaled, and so she needed a new car like quick. And if this had happened like literally this time last year, I would not have had the money for her to be able to for her to get a car. And just I was literally able, so I gave her like 4K for like a car because she has insurance too. And then I was literally in a sales call and she was texting me and calling me like I just needed like one more K, like I found like a perfect car. And I was literally just on the sales call sending her the money like as I was doing it. And like it was just so nice to be able to do something like that and like not even have to think twice, not even have to check my account, just being able to like immediately send her money.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think being able to like the freedom to travel, but also the freedom to like take care of my family is like the two biggest life-changing things that are like the best to happen, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if within the last, year you decided, Isaiah, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna get back to you in a month. I'm gonna think about it, right? Where do you think you would be right now?
Bro, I'd still be at my 9 to 5 and I would just be so miserable, honestly. I would still be doing business because I'm not a quitter. Like, if I want something, I'm gonna get it. I like will not stop until I get it. But I would just be honestly like, it's so miserable working 9 to 5, probably not seeing the success, like any success, honestly, like, and still seeing, especially like just in the past year, everything that's been happening online with so many more people making money and like, yeah, I would have been pissed, low key.
Yeah, no, and I'm honestly grateful that, like I said, you're an amazing client to have. I'm grateful you decided to work with me because it makes my job a whole lot easier when someone is willing to do all the work. Oh, also, I forgot to ask this. How many pages of notes do you have from our calls?
I was just looking at that because we had our call yesterday. I think it's at like 130. So if I'm literally paying to get advice, I'm not gonna just like half listen. Like I'm gonna take that because I paid for that, and it's already been proven. Everything you've shown me and that I've done, it's been proven to work. So like, why would I not take action or do it? But yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So you're living your dream life. You're making the most money you've made. You're hitting record months constantly, like literally month after month. Describe that emotion to everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it feels great, honestly, because I know why we have down months, and so it's not like it's something that I don't know what the cause of is. Like
Hmm.
I know why every single like why we had every single down month, and so and every single down month I was able to fix it the next month, and so
Yep.
like in my eyes it's still well like in anyone's eyes it's definitely growth, and so yeah like my thing is like it is business and like it's always going to be like up and down and like you really can't let that affect you because you have to know that like you know what you're doing and you just keep doing what you're doing and it's going to work. And so but yeah, it's really just like a feeling of I mean, I didn't think that we'd be hitting 300K a month, like 293 whatever it
Yeah.
is, like within a year. And so it's crazy to see and it's also crazy now because like honestly breaking past like the 150, honestly breaking to the 250 really showed me the potential that we have to
Yeah.
scale this and like we will easily be at a mil a month and I know like exactly how to get there and like
Hmm.
we're definitely going to do that next year. So like that's crazy to think as well too because
Yeah.
even the money we've made in the past year, like I didn't think we'd collect over $1 million in a year.
And then for this section, I want you to keep it as short and simple as you possibly can. And I want you
Mhm.
to keep it as honest as you can. How do you genuinely feel working with me is like? I mean, I know we're still working together now, but within the past year that we've been working together, how has that experience been for you?
It's been great because like I was saying earlier, like I really do need someone who's going to be there. And honestly, like I never try to rush it like to get a quick response, but like I always do get a quick response for the most part. Like and if I ever don't, it's most times because you missed it and I just follow up and you respond. So it's like having literally it's like I can see that you also really do care about me and like me and my partner's success as well. And that translates to, how committed you are to like our success and like being able to really go to hop on calls, hop on hour and a half, 2 hour calls to really ensure that we're doing like everything we need to do to ensure we're continuing to grow the business. Like that's the biggest thing. And I obviously I've never ever have ever experienced that with any other mentor, and so that's like the biggest thing that I've never seen anyone else do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then last thing, for anyone stuck at 5 to 20K per month with their high ticket offer, what advice would you give them?
I would say to start running more traffic to long form content, YouTube videos, really anything that's long form, and trying to get traffic through there because those leads are going to be much more likely to buy versus someone who watched a 30-second reel.
Yeah, absolutely. And would you recommend anyone doing 5 to 20K per month that's been stuck there for months, frustrated like you were, would you recommend that they, work with me?
Yeah, but like only do it if you're actually gonna do the work. Because like you were saying, like you worked with people who like don't take those. And I'm not saying like you need to take notes, like I'm doing, like whatever. Like do whatever you need to do, but just make sure that you're implementing every single thing like he's telling you. Because you are gonna get a lot of information on your calls, but it's like if you, I mean, personally, I write them down, record them as well. But like you have to implement it, and you have to actually be ready to do the work. And like you can't expect that all the work to be done for you either. Like he's holding your hand, but like you have to be, you're driving the wheel type shit. So it's like, but yeah, if you're ready though to like actually start making money, absolutely, work with Isaiah because he's gonna get you there.